All right, let's get a little cold start. I need to go get a little bit of gas too. Get it, baby. versus 60, that 3-mile-an-hour difference is legitimately me leaving in boost at max boost because of this, you know, P1SC Procharger, and me having to build up boost a little bit. Because when I hit this car at 60, I'm max boost. This car is already good to go. It's like this. It's like if it had like a PD blower, but obviously it's centrifugal. That's kind of why I like these, you know, smaller to medium-sized blowers, because when you hit them with the right setup, it's literally like a PD blower, but it makes obviously the cool whoosh noises and whatnot. Like this thing, it books from a 60. Obviously I shipped it at 6,000 right there. I'm not really revving it out to 65. There's no point. This blower is not making much power past 65. This car literally is making like, I don't know, less than a 10 horsepower difference at fucking 6K versus 65. If I need to bring it out to 65, I will, but for the most part, that guy's, damn, that's dangerous what he's doing. For the most part, you know, 6K, oh, here comes the bucking. 6K is perfect for this thing. That felt amazing, I'm not gonna lie. That felt really, really, really good at 6,000. You park this thing up right quick, y'all. Look at this, y'all. That literally is like no photo. That's literally Houston right there. I never understood this shit, cause I'm not from Houston originally. I mean, look at this shit. No photo. I'm the damn Cadillac, bruh. Who started that shit out here? Let me know, like, who started that shit? It's crazy because you'll get the guys that have the spare on the back of the car too. Oh man, and you know the VIP interior is set up. They got the fucking screens on the back of the seats. Those cars are nice. I've always wanted to ride in one of those cars. I know some people like to talk shit about stuff like that, but I've always wanted to ride in one of those cars that had like the crazy ass, I'm not talking about the ghetto, you know, everything's like shaking speaker. I'm talking about like the properly set up, like they have bands on bands in the audio system, and the car just sounds and drives dope. I want to ride in one of those so damn bad, dude, because I feel like that would be the absolute perfect, like, just weekend cruiser, daily driver. Just imagine just driving that, just, you know, and everything is just smooth. You don't hear any road noise. All you do is hear great bass and music. I know cars like that are so fun, and those dudes be going like 40 and 60s. I mean, fuck, why would you rush anywhere when the car, you know, rides like that and everything is like set up, man? I want one of those so goddamn bad. And it's always like in like a high-end Benz, like an old school Benz. Oh, those old Benzes, those VIP Benzes, man, they're fucking tanks. Straight tanks. Perfect for stuff like that. I want one of those so bad, man. I know that's so weird coming from me. I'm in a 99 Mustang that rattles like a motherfucker. That you can't even hear anything, bro. Like, I have to scream making these videos. The fuel pump's louder than the fucking exhaust. And I'm talking about getting a VIP car. Alright, so I got gas. I don't know if you guys can even hear me. This wind is actually OD next to the highway. It's actually kind of insane, but probably catch up with y'all when we get to the spot. I gotta wash this car. It is filthy, but daily driver, work truck, doing its thing, man. Eventually this thing will probably turn into, you know, quote unquote the race car, but low key I'm kind of trying to have the 350 kind of be not really the race car, but, you know, kind of, you know, a middle ground, because obviously when I boost that car it's going to be faster than this, or, you know, theoretically it should be faster than this, but we'll see, man. I want to race an ESS 10-speed in this car with the way it is right now, before I do go ahead and potentially upgrade the impeller. I'm not gonna go go to a crazy impeller, like a D1 SC impeller, and the intercooler with the alternator. I kind of want to run an ESS car just to kind of see, you know, where this thing is at.
This boot weather is nasty.
A few moments later.
Yeah. All right, so it's the next day, and obviously the night didn't go as planned. When I pulled up to the meet, it was supposed to be an invite only meet, like 600 plus. And when I pulled up, there's about 60 cars there, and no joke, about 95% of the cars there were not even trying to race. So obviously that's problematic. I didn't even bother recording because I knew the night was pretty much over once that, you know, did unfortunately happen. I think the address got leaked. You know, it is what it is, man. A lot of spectator cars. Groups got split up by 3. Only got 2 runs in. One was against Justin White's 900 horsepower C7. That car is disgusting, nasty. This thing did not have enough. I wasn't even supposed to race him. Wasn't even going to race him, but he pulled up on me, and obviously I ain't gonna turn down a run. Never turned down a run, so not gonna start with this car. You know, I got gapped incredibly bad. That thing, 900 horsepower, the draggy is unbelievable. I talked to him about an hour after, you know, the runs, because, you know, everything kind of just got, you know, messed up because the Addy got leaked. But yeah, it's crazy, man. This car is gonna need brakes, radials, a 200 shot of nitrous. Fuck, it's gonna need the whole fucking works. But for the most part, you know, I have fun. It is what it is. I did race a BMW, but my GoPro messed up. Got 2 races against him, won both races. This thing has some pretty good top end. This thing is actually nasty against like 600 to 800 horsepower cars. That's kind of where I want this thing to be at. If the car makes over 800 and it weighs what this thing does, I need to put this on a cat scale, because I think it weighs a little bit heavier than I think. But if it weighs anything under 3,400 pounds, I'm getting gapped, and that's exactly what happened. But for the most part, it's pretty good. The street setup, you know what I'm saying? Got the full interior minus the passenger seat, because I use that for trunk space. I don't really have a trunk, but yeah, this thing is, you know, pretty decent, man. Now, something else that I noticed, not with this car, but this is exactly why I'm kind of happy I got the damn glass insurance. Apparently I caught a rock on the windshield, which is kind of unfortunate. This window is not tinted, so I'm just gonna have them come replace that shit. I don't know when that happened, honestly. It probably happened when I was driving back home from my or driving to here from my old place. It is what it is. Got the glass insurance, gonna have them come fix that up. I need to get both cars detailed because they are nasty, gross. But overall, you know, I had fun. It is what it is. I need to get some runs in and get some other, you know, 600 to 800 horsepower cars. I need to race this car up against an ESS Gen 3 car or a Gen 2 car that's on E85 that makes around like 800 horsepower. I know I'm gonna lose, but I want to figure out by how much, because realistically that should run what this would run with the ESS kit. And depending on how it goes, like if it's within a car, I'm probably just gonna switch the direction and go twin turbo, because it don't really make sense to have 2 cars that run close to each other, especially because this is a 2 valve. I mean, it'd be pretty embarrassing to have a 2 valve that runs kind of what a boosted 350 runs. Even though they're both mine, I still don't want that to happen. So I need to go ahead and plan things out accordingly. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. You have an ESS, you know, Gen 3 or Gen 2 car on E85 that makes shit 750 to 850. I don't want to get gapped, but I want to figure out by how much so I can plan this out accordingly. Because again, I don't want to go ahead and do the impeller, the intercooler, the alternator, and switch up potentially the wheels and tires. I might just get like a street setup with actual forged wheels that aren't boat anchors and have this shit run what this thing does with boost or quicker. That'd be really fucked up. But yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.